Alright, let's do some final decoration. I think I just need a few more stitches around this part of the model. So I'm gonna load in the brush I was using here before, stitch brush. Not this one. Let's see. Brushes, stitches. Oh, well, that's not the one either. This is actually a real model that we can duplicate. You can think about this way as a much cleaner way if you wanted to try, which is you create a geometry like a stitch and then you create a curve brush based on it. But not gonna show you that this time. I have actually a different tutorial talking about creating shoes again. Right? You can actually take a look at that. I have a bunch of new brushes I bought here too. Let's see which is the one I was using. Oh, this one actually. This double stitch is all I need. Let's make it stronger. See, close. Maybe just a little bit smaller, like that much. Or let's see, 22, maybe. Yeah, be more stronger. Okay, you can turn on more target, so that when you drag, you have consistent stroke, goes all the way. Not gonna bother too much around there. Okay, and go slow when you're turning. Just like you're driving, I guess, same concept. Alright, the same thing on the other side. Deal with these guys, and we should be happy with our result now. We have done a ton of details on it, but you can keep adding if you wanted to. Oftentimes, it's not always about detailing or adding a lot of detail. Sometimes it's too much. So you want it to be able to control, like where you want it to have detail, how much do you want, how do you distribute different details. Like sometimes you wanted some places to be empty instead of like crowded with detail. Let's see, I don't want to stitch in here, but it would be cool. I mean, what else do I need? Well, I guess that's everything we need to, you know, so to speaking, but we probably can add other details if you wanted to, like call about maybe this symbol here, right? Some kind of like a ladder. I don't know if there's a way we can add in text here inside of ZBrush, so we probably need to do that on the outside. But also maybe we can just be lazy and say we mask it. Right? It says AT. I don't think that's a reversed E or something. It's weird. I'm gonna create something else. Say UIW. That'd be cool, right? That's actually the name of our university. So UIW. Alright, Control I to reverse it, and then I'm gonna just use Move, Alt, click, and drag them in. Cool. So we have those cool words placed there. We can even apply other noises around it. But I guess that's it. That's the entire process of creating a show. We have done a lot of detail from ground up. We create different patches. We try to do a lot of variations down the way. Especially these parts, as you can see, we added all different kind of like variations here. Of course, we can keep refining it, like using Damp Center to maybe enhance its little seam here. You know, even give that part a different like texture or noise. Maybe make this part sharper too, right? Okay, go to lazy mouse and make the lazy radius bigger. Right. So yeah, a lot of things we can do to enhance it, like doing that, or we can add in some of those little. Actually, it doesn't have some stickers on it. I wonder why. But you can have some sticker here too. You have another patch here in the middle too. You can do that here on this part, duplicate it and extract out a model like that, or using other ways, whatever, right? So I'm gonna stop it right here. That's all we need to do in this tutorial, but I do encourage you to venture more. And there are other techniques down the you can learn, not just whatever I showed you here in this tutorial. I hope you can use those guys as starters, and then you keep gathering and learning new skill sets and try to learn different ways of decorating and adding detail. But the important thing is you really try to do something. When you really try to create something down the way, then that's when you learn how those technique works in real practice. Alright, thanks for watching, and then maybe in future tutorials we're gonna move on to the pants and finish the entire garment of this character. Right? We have done many things here. If we can show everything, I have done many things here. I don't know what that is. Oh, let's turn off live boolean. Actually, that's going to be one of the troubles that I'm having. So for live boolean, you can probably do this part in a different up to a different Z2 so that they don't affect others, because live boolean does give you some visual problems down the way. Anyway, so we have done the jacket, the shirt, some armor, some detail, right? And oops, I don't really like this piece anymore, so I'm gonna delete that. And the only thing left is the pants, and like what I mentioned earlier, I didn't do the pant first because I kind of wanted to figure out the shoes first. I kind of want the pants to be actually go inside of the show, so I need to figure this out first, and then I can do something else after this. Alright, so let me push these guys in. And this is that, and I don't really need this, so I'm gonna BSI, so that's curve, and delete hidden. So get rid of that. I don't even need to show the body up there too. So I'm gonna push these guys in. So good practice is always trying to push the inside in, not always, but most of the times, because you don't want things to get bigger and bigger when you add more layer of detail. Like if I try to push the shoes out all the time when I'm doing those different patches, this shoe looks really fat because of that. So yeah, that's one of the things you may want to consider. Anyway, that's gonna be it then for this tutorial, for the shoe part, and then we're gonna move on to the pants later on. Okay, so stay tuned. See you next time.